Hello, friends. Welcome to This Day in Jack Benny. I'm John Henderson. This episode is from January 18th, 1942. This is unlike any other episode of Jack Benny. This is the one and only all-music episode, and one of the few episodes without Jack Benny. Jack Benny had recently wrapped filming a movie, the satirical comedic thriller To Be or Not to Be, co-starring the actress Carole Lombard.
Thank you, my friends, for everything you did. As little as it may have been.
What do you desire most, Mr. Turer?
Well,
He wants to play Hamlet.
After all, we are in the country of William Shakespeare.
He wants to play Hamlet.
2 days before this episode, January 16th, 1942, Carole Lombard was killed in a plane crash.
Death takes the controls, and with awful suddenness, a luxury airliner crashes into remote mountains such as these. Out of a mist of uncertainty, searchers report sudden death on a snow-clad peak near Las Vegas, Nevada. 22 victims, including 15 Army flyers and Carole Lombard and her mother. Miss Lombard was returning to Hollywood from Indianapolis, where she sold more than $2 million worth of defense bonds.
It is the duty of each and all of us to contribute every ounce of energy and every dollar that we can possibly spare for the purchase of defense bonds, which will carry us to victory.
America mourns a true patriot and a beloved star, Carole Lombard.
She was 33. Broadcasting Magazine wrote about this episode saying, quote, "In respect to Carole Lombard, his co-star in To Be or Not to Be, Jack Benny canceled his January 18th broadcast of the NBC Jack Benny Show, sponsored by General Foods Jell-O. Although no specific explanation was given, the show was replaced by a musical program featuring Malin Merrick's orchestra, Dennis Day, soloist, and the Sportsman Quartet vocal group," Don Wilson announced. Miss Lombard was scheduled for a guest appearance on the January 25th Jell-O program, unquote. Along with Jack Benny, Mary Livingston, Rochester, and Phil Harris are also missing from this episode. Though Phil Harris played the character of Jack Benny's bandleader, the real conductor and musical arranger on the program was a man named Malin Merrick, who would be with the Jack Benny program for years to come, including on television. If you enjoy this podcast, take a moment to give it a 5-star rating and review, and enjoy the show.
J-E-L-L-O. The Jell-O Show. The orchestra owns a program with me and my buddy next door. What is it, friends, that makes Jell-O America's favorite gelatin dessert? Well, the answer is Jell-O's all-around goodness. For Jell-O is a perfect dessert, a dessert that has everything. There's Jell-O's ease of preparation and its low, thrifty price. There's Jell-O's inviting color, its bright, beguiling beauty and attractiveness. There's Jell-O's famous flavor, a flavor that reminds you of the juicy, ripe fruit itself. And now, today, there's Jell-O's new and exclusive locked-in process. This wonderful new process locks Jell-O's delightful goodness right into the tiny Jell-O particles and gives you extra richness, extra pleasure every time you enjoy a swell-looking, swell-tasting Jell-O dessert. Let your next package prove it. Open a box of Jell-O. Notice that there's no sweet, fruity aroma, no sign of escaping flavor. Yet the instant you dissolve the Jell-O, you unlock its captive flavor, and out it pours for your enjoyment. So get several packages of Jell-O tomorrow and all of Jell-O's 6 delicious flavors. See if you don't enjoy Jell-O even more than ever, now that Jell-O's glorious flavor is locked in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Don Wilson. Jack Benny will not be with us tonight. but he hopes you will enjoy the program we have prepared for you. Jack wants you to know that he will be back with us again next week. In the following half hour, you will hear Malin Merrick, his orchestra, his singing chorus, the Sportsman's Quartet, and Dennis Day.
There's room here for two, dear, but after the ceremony we'll both ride back home, dear, as one on my pony from old Cheyenne.
That lovely land we knew, Madeleine, flower of Normandy, Madeleine, my weeping fleur-de-lis. Stars have lost their light since we're apart. Silent night, my heart is calling. Madeleine, someday we'll meet once more. Once again, we'll dream just like before. Pray with me that we shall see that lovely land we knew. Then, Madeleine, I'll come back to you. Through the sad and lonely hours of night, the stars are shining sentinels of light. I know they smile on Madeleine, comforting, we'll meet once more. Once again, we'll dream just like before. With your love to guide me back to happiness we knew. Then, Madeleine, I'll come back to you. Malin Merrick and his orchestra with La Comparsita.
tuba. He plays the rumba on the tuba down in Cuba. Oh, when he's apple selling apples with the shepherd, rabbit, rapper with his
Oompa, 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 they prefer it to the hoopa doopa doopa.
He's on the rumba on his tuba down in Cuba. It doesn't take him long to get a tumble, for all the Roomba always rumble. Oh, how I love to see his double, for without a bit of trouble with his Roomba.
Oompa, oompa.
He can knock 11 ladies for a loompa.
He loves the Roomba on his tuba down in Cuba. He's not a greenhorn, he goes a greenhorn.
How about the greenhorn? Oh, he's a whiz.
You bet your biz.
He surely is.
You bet he is.
Well, now Havana loves this booba,
Oompa,
who
oompa.
plays the Roomba on the tuba down in Cuba.
Oompa, oompa.
I guess they love it, but they tell us every peanut better's jealous of his Roomba.
Oompa, 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 they prefer it to the hoopa doopa doopa.
They love the rumba on the tuba, they do.
They love his Roomba, Oompa, Oompa on the tuba, they do. He can knock 11 ladies for a looper. They love the rumba on his tuba down in Cuba. He's not a greenhorn, he plays a mean horn, a must-be-seen horn. And he keeps busy, knocking them dizzy, playing the rumba on his tuba. They really like it down in Cuba.
I can't believe it, but they're jealous. Every peanut and they're jealous of his
Oompa, 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 they prefer it to the hoopa doopa doopa.
They love the rumba on his tuba. Down in Cuba.
town of Ballymuck. The times were going hard with him, in fact the man was broke, so he just sent out a notice to his neighbors one and all, as how he liked their company that evening at a ball. And when riding out he was careful to suggest to them, if they found a hat of his convenient to the door, the more they put in, whenever he requested them, the better would the music be for dancing on the floor, with the toot of the flute and the twiddle of the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a heron on the griddle, oh, up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall, oh, hadn't we the gaiety till the fluters fall. Then little Mickey Mulligan got up to show them how, and then the widow Cafferty stepped out and makes her bow. I could dance you off your legs, says she, as sure as you were born. You'll only make the piper play, the hair was in the corn. So Phil plays up to the best of his ability. The lady and the gentleman begin to do the share. Faith and Nick, it's you that has agility. Be got a Mrs. Cafferty, you're leaping like a hare, with the toot of the flute and the twiddle of the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a heron on the griddle, oh, up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall, oh, hadn't we the gaiety till the fluters fall. Then till the fluter tipped to wink a little crooked pat. I think it's nearly time, says he, for passing round the hat. So Paddy passed the hat around, looking mighty cute, says you've got to pay the piper when he tooters on the flute. Then all joined in with the greatest joviality, covering the buckle and the shuffle and the cut. Jigs were danced of the very finest quality, but the widow beat the company at handling the foot, with the toot of the flute and the twiddle of the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a heron on the griddle, oh, up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall. Oh, hadn't we the gaiety at till the fluters ball. The orchestra brings you Blue Room from the musical score of The Girlfriend.
Tip-a-tip-a-tip-a brown jug. My wife and I lived all alone in a little log hut we called our own. She drank cider from a mug, but I liked mine from the little brown jug. Ha-ha-ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? Ha-ha-ha, you and me, little brown jug, don't I love thee? I love thee. jug. Tipper brown jug. 'Tis you who makes my friends and foes. 'Tis you who make me wear old clothes. Here you are so near my nose. So tipper up and down she goes. Yuck, 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 you and me. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? Yuck, 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 you and me. Little brown jug, don't I love thee?
When we're alone, my wife and I, we tip our jugs and drink 'em dry.
I like cider.
Oh, so do I.
Boy, oh boy, his mutton dry.
Well, down the hatch.
After
Yuck, 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 yuck. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? The rose is red, my nose is too. The violet's blue, and so are you. Yet I guess before I stop, I'd better have another drop. One more drop. Tipper, brown jug. Tipper, brown jug. When our jugs are empty dry, and the world is spinning by, we holler out for lemon tea to come and have some jug music. Little brown jug, don't I love thee? Little brown jug, how I love thee.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we remind you again that Jack Benny will not be heard on this afternoon's Jell-O show. He will be back, however, next Sunday afternoon at this same time.
Long ago when the world was gray, I strolled away from the throng, from the lands that were once so gay, and gone the hopes held so long. Dusk was slowly falling on the leaves. The birds were hushed in every tree. Suddenly, so sweet, so strong, down from the hill came a song. La 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 la. I heard a lonely shepherd play. It was a haunting melody. I heard the music clearly saying, la 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 la, that he was happy as could be. He played and he played, the world was forgotten, like castles in air, my every care began to fade. La 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 la, if he would only play forever. His little shepherd
Dennis Day, the mixed chorus with Malin Merrick's orchestra singing a hymn of praise for our land of the free, America the beautiful.
For beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple peaceful mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Alabaster city gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Tomorrow night for dinner, delight the folks at your house with one of the easiest desserts you ever made, and one of the best desserts they ever tasted. Cherry Flake Jell-O, one of Mary Livingston's own special favorites. All you need to make it is a can of grapefruit sections and a package of cherry Jell-O, because here's how simple it is. Just dissolve your package of Jell-O imitation cherry flavor in 1 pint of hot water and grapefruit juice. Turn into a shallow pan and chill until firm. Next, break the glistening Jell-O into tiny flakes with a fork. Then pile lightly into sherbet glasses, garnish with grapefruit sections, and serve. What a treat it is! The tangy goodness of golden grapefruit, deliciously combined with rich crimson cherry Jell-O. So get a package of cherry Jell-O tomorrow and make up this swell treat. Just be sure when you buy to get genuine Jell-O, because Jell-O gives you extra richness, extra enjoyment, thanks to Jell-O's new locked-in flavor. Tune in again next week, won't you? And listen to the Jell-O Show when Jack Benny will be back with us with his Jell-O gang, Mary Livingston, Dennis Day, Phil Harris and his orchestra, Rochester, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Good night, everyone.
Jell-O.
Jell-O and Jell-O puddings, 2 of the grandest desserts that ever brightened a meal. Jell-O, America's favorite gelatin dessert, and Jell-O puddings, smooth, luscious puddings with a swell homemade flavor that everybody loves. There's Jell-O butterscotch pudding. This rich, creamy treat is full of golden butterscotch goodness, and it has a delightful, old-fashioned flavor that you'll really enjoy. So tomorrow, when you order Jell-O, get Jell-O puddings in all 3 flavors: butterscotch, chocolate, and vanilla. Jell-O puddings are just like Grandma's, only more so. This is the National Broadcasting Company.